Hello everyone, welcome back on our YouTube channel Wains. As you know that we have started a new making of new videos for the new questions which are being added in the theory of German driving license exam starting from 1st of October 2023. So there has been 49 new questions that have been added in already existing questions, and we have divided them in three videos. Until now we have uploaded two videos with 15 questions each, and today's video will gonna be of 19 questions, so that will be 49 questions in total. If you are going to take the exam before 1st of October 2023, then these 49 questions are not for you. But anyhow, it's good to have a grip on the new questions and to increase your knowledge, but not mandatory for you. But if you are appearing taking the exam after 1st of October or on 1st of October 2023, then in this case you have to also prepare for these newly added 49 questions. So before starting the questions, as you know that we have a channel Vans Vlog. Over there we have videos related to German driving license theory in English as well as in Urdu and Hindi. In this video series we have prepared with the full cooperation and support of Fahrschulcard. Other than this, we also have the questions related to um, Lebens in Deutschland test or Einbürgerung test that are mandatory to appear in the for the German nationality, and as well as for permanent residence if you are going to apply for that in Germany. We also have, if you want to establish your career in the field of software testing, then we also have a video series or the playlist on international software testing qualification board certification, ISTQB foundation level. You can also have a look on that. And there is also a playlist related to the B1 B1 letter writing exam brief schreiben with the tips and some sample letters. Before starting the video, I will remind you again, if you are new on our channel, please don't forget to subscribe our channel, like our videos and share with your friends. If you want to support us, you can also support us on Patreon. It's always motivate us to make new and good content for you. So let's start the question number 1 for this video and question number 31 in total for this newly added question, which are gonna be the part of exam from 1st of October 2023. So let's start. So the first question is, you are transporting furniture in a van. While taking a break, you notice that a lashing strap is damaged. Okay, so you are traveling with the furniture in a van, and during a break you came to know with the lashing strap with which you are supporting your load or you are holding your load is damaged. I think this we have already explained in detail about different kind of measures that you take to secure your load. Let's say like this, a lashing strap for example, and they are damaged. Under what condition may you continue driving? If I continue driving at maximum of 50 km per hour, no, that's not the correct. If the lashing strap is damaged, it's gonna be risky even with the low speed. So it's not the correct answer that I will drive slowly, maximum 50 km per hour, and in that way I can continue my journey. No, you need to secure that load, otherwise it can fall down on the road and can create problem for the flow of traffic. So driving at some speed of maximum 50 km per hour is never a good option if I have replaced the lashing strap or if I use other suitable load securing equipment. These two answers, I think they are very clear and look correct as well. So these two options are correct in our case. The next question is, what should you note regarding a trailer coupling when transporting ped electric on a rear mounted carrier system? So they are asking that you are trailer coupling. I think this topic we have also discussed in a lot of detail during our previous videos, where we discuss the topic of ball coupling, wire brakes and different concepts related to the trailer coupling with your car. And in this question they are asking, you are transporting a ped electric, that is a term used for electric bicycles actually. I think this term is very common, everyone knows. And you want to take this ped electrics on a rear mounted carrier system. So I think this we already know. If you are carrying a trailer or carrying some electric or some cycles on the rear side of your car, you need to make them secure. You should be very sure that lighting system is working properly and everything is fine, so that the traffic behind you can also see that you are indicating to left or right or how you are behaving. So I think these topics we know in detail. Let's see. In view of the heavy light of the ped electric, the car's tire inflation pressure must be adjusted appropriately. I think that is correct. If you are putting some extra or carrying some extra trailer with you or some extra load on the car, then anyhow you need to increase the tire pressure, because the cars are designed for a specific load. But if you are increasing that load, then you also need to know about the maneuvers of the car, the dynamic behavior of the car, as well as the tire pressure, because maybe you need to increase the tire pressure to carry the things properly. Then the rear mounted carrier system must be suitably designed. Similarly, I think the rear mounted mounted carrier system should be suitably designed, should have suitable lights, indicators, so that the traffic behind you can easily see that light should be visible, should be clean, no dirty. I think this we have discussed already in the previous videos. And the third option, the trailer coupling must have a suitable vertical load capacity. I think a very technical term that we have already discussed. So this vertical, all these three options are correct. Whenever you are carrying some extra transport or trailer, sorry, with your car, then you need to keep all these things in mind. The next question is, how does an e-call system work in the event of a serious accident? So I think this, you already know this e-call system. Normally it's a advanced system, and you can also take it like this, calling on number 112 whenever there is some accident on the car and passenger himself or herself is not able to tell the relevant authority about the severity of the accident and about the issues that they are facing. So in that scenario, this e-call system automatically helps to send to the relevant authorities about your car location, and then through GPS for sure, and about how your car in which situation is, about the airbags information and whatsoever. So this is the e-call system. The e-call system automatically relays what? The position of the motor vehicle, yes. The severity of the injuries of the person in the motor vehicle, no. It can never tell, because this system is only to send the current position of your car, where is it, and if there are some sensors inside, let's say different functionalities, let's say the airbag for example. So maybe the situation of airbag, and you can take it, the GPS current location of your car can be told. But how the different persons are injured in the car, what are their medical condition, this system is not that advanced, and it can send that information to the relevant authority as well. It is not correct option. The time of accident for sure can be sent, and the position of motor vehicle, but regarding the severity of the injuries, this option is never correct. Only two options are correct. The next question, again e-call. In what situation is the e-call system designed to be triggered manually? So if you have to trigger it manually, automatically, we have seen in the last question, if some accident happens, then it should be automatically information about the time, about the location of the car will be sent to the relevant authorities. But when manually? So manually, if I am witness to a serious accident, I saw a serious accident by myself, and I am not sure that what is happening, and maybe then I can call 112 e-call system, 112 or SOS, and then maybe ask them to inform them the accident has been happened here, and it is the condition of the roadway and the people. If passenger suffers a medical emergency, similarly these e-call systems or emergency calls are being made for the life, to save the life of the passenger. So even if you see some serious accident, or if you see passenger suffers a medical emergency, right away manually dial 112 or SOS. If my vehicle sustains a puncture, in that case you don't need to inform or manually call the e-call system. It's a puncture, so you have to handle it by yourself. Yeah, it's a very difficult situation, but you can take the car on the side, and maybe you can call the relevant authority, for example ADASE or some other company, if you have the membership, to resolve the problem for you. Let's move to the next question. What is correct in this situation? So if you can see, let's evaluate the situation first. You are traveling on the roadway, two-way, and you see there is a cyclist path. Ideally we are not 100% allowed to drive on this path, because it is for cyclists. But if the road is really narrow, and you cannot you cannot make the most of, for example, you cannot drive parallelly with this heavy truck, for example, you cannot pass at the same time, and if there is no cyclist on this path, you occasionally you can use this cyclist path without any problem. But make sure you will not endanger the cyclist, and you will not interrupt the flow of the cyclist on this path. So these things you need to keep in mind. But if the road is so narrow, then you can utilize this path to make the more space for this heavy truck to pass through. So this is a scenario. Let's see what is here. I am allowed to drive on the advisory bike lane only until I am past the truck. Yes, you are only allowed on this bike, this cyclist path, until you have passed a truck. When a truck is passed, then come back to your lane, please, because this is the cyclist lane only for the cyclist. Maybe in some scenarios you can use them, as in this our scenario, but not every time. Once the situation is again clear, just come back on your path. Don't use the cyclist path anymore. I am not allowed to drive on the advisory bike lane. No, actually you are allowed. In some situations you are allowed. It's not completely prohibited. You can drive on that cyclist advisory cyclist path without any problem, but in some situations, as we have seen in the first option. But not allowed every time. This option is not correct. You are allowed in some situations. Allowed to drive on advisory bike lane after I have ruled out any risk to cyclists by carefully observing the road traffic. Yes, first of all, observe the road traffic. See, the road traffic is fine and no cyclist is there on the cyclist lane without putting them in danger. Then you can for sure allow to drive on this cyclist path. You want to hitch a trailer with a maximum authorized mass over a 750 kg to your car. Okay, ideally with a Fusion Class B pickup license, you are allowed to drive till 3,5 ton. So you want to hitch a trailer, you want to take a trailer with a maximum authorized mass over 750 kg to your car. You want to transport it with your car. You want to couple it with your car. What must you ensure in this situation? Okay, I think we can go through the options, but whenever you have you are carrying a trailer with you, you need to keep many things in mind. It should be coupled properly, its braking system should be working, and I think you need to be very careful about the overtaking distances, because now your car will behave in a different way. Your braking distance will be increased, your dynamics of the car will be changed, your overtaking distance has been increased. So many things. That the handle of the ball coupling must be visually and mechanically checked. This option is correct. I think this term we have explained already in detail about the ball coupling. This ball coupling carrying of the trailer. So you should also manually and visually check that if the coupling is fixed. Following coupling that the proper functioning of the trailer lighting system is checked. If you have checked the trailer is fixed with the car, the coupling is working properly, then you also need to check the lighting system of the trailer, if it is working fine or not. Second thing, the breakaway cable is properly fitted. I think these topic we have discussed a lot in so much detail in our previous videos. If you are following our complete playlist, then until now you will be familiar with these topics. So breakaway cable is also a very important point to keep in mind, that it should be properly fitted. So you see, this option is all three options in this question are correct. So let's move to the next question. Our next question is, you are driving a car with a fully loaded trailer equipped with the overrun braking. Okay, so overrun braking is there. You also know this concept already, that you have a trailer with overrun braking, that it will automatically stop. Trailer will stop itself. First of all, it will overrun towards your car when you brake, and then it will automatically brake with its own braking system. So you are driving a car with a fully loaded trailer equipped with the overrun braking. What special aspect should be noted here? So what thing you need to keep in mind when you are driving a car with a fully loaded trailer equipped with overrun braking? So the longer downhill drives can cause a trailer brakes to overheat. For sure, when you are continuously driving downhills, maybe you need to brake continuously during a period of times, and then the overheating of the trailer brake could be an option. This option is correct. The overrun brake system is ineffective on a vehicle combination. Yes, in uphill stationary position. I think this we already know. Whenever you are in uphill stationary position, then we have already discussed this in detail, that overrun braking system for a trailer is not suitable when you are in parked position, let's say, or a stationary position for a uphill journey. The trailer parking brake must be activated before separating the vehicle combination. So whenever you are gonna separate the vehicle combination, for example, you are separating the trailer from the car, but first of all activate the braking parking brake system, because you are gonna park the trailer now separately, so its brake should be activated. So all three options are correct, and I think they are pretty straightforward. Next question is, what should you note when driving a car after coupling a trailer caravan to it? So whenever you are driving a car and you have coupled a trailer caravan to it, so what should you note? The trailer caravan means that when taking a left or right turn, the necessary cornering radius is reduced. No, this option is wrong. I think maybe you already know why. Because whenever there is a coupling of the trailer with the car, then cornering radius has been increased. Now if you are taking a turn, you need to make a big radius. You are not turning the car only, you are turning the trailer itself with the car. So now you need to make a big radius to take the turn. Radius is reduced, no. If this option was radius is increased, this option could be correct, but reduced, no way. The acceleration capacity decreases because now you are carrying some extra load with the car. Acceleration capacity will be decreased, and similarly overtaking distance. I think these options are also correct and very straightforward. Next question is, what is permissible payload? Okay, payload means the load which you carry on your car or on your trailer. You know already, like you have a total permissible mass which is 3.5 ton, and how much is the weight of your car, then you minus it from 3.5 ton, and the remaining is your payload. Like this much load you can carry. So the difference between the permissible gross mass and unladen mass, yes, this option is pretty fine. As I explained, total gross mass of your car and the load and the load which has been been loaded, that, or other way around, you can take the total weight of the car, subtract it from 3.5 ton, and then the remaining load you can take on your car, or you can put on your car. The permissible gross mass, no, anyhow load should be there. The maximum permissible load is also payload. Let's say you say my car is of 2.5 ton, let's say, and then you say, okay, then I am allowed to put a weight of 1 ton. So this is a maximum permissible load. But gross mass is never like gross mass never tells you about how much load is allowed. So, or the simple hint you can also keep in mind for this question, if you don't understand it perfectly, load, wherever the load is there, here is the load, and here is also unladen, or you can say unloaded mass. Here is a combination of German and English, maybe a mistake, but anyhow you can keep those options in mind where term load is there. The word load is there, load is there. These two options are correct. Gross mass is not the exact, the gross mass never tells you how much load you can put on the car. So it's a very vague term. Only with the reference of the load which you can put on the car, then you will be sure how much is the permissible payload in your car. What is the maximum permissible length of a car and trailer vehicle combination without protruding load? I think this we already know. We have already made different videos on the numbers, related questions, mathematical questions, and distances. So I think this is very much clear. If you are traveling with a car and trailer, the vehicle combination can be maximum of 18 meter. I think this is, you can also check in our previous videos. The next question is, you want to actually here are three options. I need to zoom out a bit so that we can see all the options. Yeah, you want to transport furniture in the van shown here up to 3.5 ton. Okay, here is the van, you want to transport the furniture. And compared to driving a car, what do you have to be aware? Yes, I think if you are driving a car, as I already told you, there are many different dynamics as compared to when you are driving a big transporter, or let's say 3.5 ton trailer. You need to keep many things in mind. The van requires special attention regarding vertical clearances. I think this we already know. The vertical clearances, this term is related to center of gravity that we have discussed already in our previous technical videos. So you also need to keep in mind the vertical clearances, and then also is vulnerable to side winds. Similarly, I think if you know, the contact area of this van is much more as compared to car, so more air will hit the sides, and the wind effect will be more, so it's vulnerable to the side wind. This option is also clear. Can roll over more easily when cornering. Similarly, big weight, big car, big size, big cornering radius, and similarly can easily roll over when cornering. So all three options, I guess they are also very clear and are correct. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is, how does the active park assist help you? So I think you know this feature. Could be an advanced feature, but now it's quite normal in the cars. Active park assist. when you parking. So how does active park assist help you? So whenever you have activated the active park assist, it will help you to find the parking space, help you to park, but not 100%. Anyhow, you always need to be very attentive to the traffic and see if because it's a system made by human, it could go wrong. So you need to be very attentive even when using active park assist. The active park assist detects sufficiently large parking spaces. Yes, this is the one of the features of active park assist. Detect all obstacles during the parking maneuver? No, it cannot detect all obstacles. There could be, because anyhow it's a machine learning or AI based trained model which is familiar with some sort of scenarios, but detecting all the obstacles, sometime maybe on the roadway there is a scenario where there is obstacle which is never in the memory or information of the active park assist system. So this option is anyhow not correct. It detects all obstacles, not all. Some of obstacles can detect, but not the all. Check if parking is permissible at a particular place? No, even the active park assist cannot check if the parking is allowed, this area is allowed to park or not allowed to park. No, this option is anyhow not correct, because active park assist can only find the large space for your parking and can assist you in maneuvers, but no detecting all the obstacles or to check if the parking is allowed in this particular area or not. So only one option is correct. So let's move to the next question. Our next question is, why might a turn assist system not always detect that a cyclist is present? Okay, so whenever you are taking a turn, there is also a turn assist system in the car which tells you if some car is coming from that side of the road where you are turning, or if there is some cyclist which is already crossing the road which you are turning, or maybe some pedestrian. So they are asking, maybe there are some cases where turn assist system of the car does not work. That means the turn assist system hasn't recognized the cyclist properly. What can be the reasons? There is dirt on the sensor. Yes, if there is a dirt on the sensor, then in that case for sure your turn assist system cannot detect the cyclist properly. The parked cars conceal the cyclist. Even if the parked cars or the cyclist is hidden behind the parked cars, or your turn assist system cannot see the cyclist because of the parked cars, still the turn assist system will not work, or the sensor is damaged. I think these three options are very straightforward and pretty clear. So all these three options are correct in our case. Let's move to the next question. What must you note when using the active park assist? So whenever you are using the active park assist, the active park assist must be overridden if hazards exist. Yeah, if there is some problem, if there is some hazard on the roadway, you see, active park assist is a man-based developed system. So if you see there is some hazard on the roadway, active park assist is not working properly, I can hit a car, I can hit a person, or some hazardous situation, then in that case override the system immediately. This option is correct. And the other option is the active park assist reliably detect all obstacle during the parking maneuver. I think this we have already seen. Active park assist cannot see all the obstacle. There are some obstacle which can be overseen actually from the active park assist. This option is not correct. Means I no longer have to pay attention to the other road traffic. No, if you are using those advanced features, still you need to be very sure, you need to be very attentive on the road, and if some problem occur, override the existing system. So these two options are wrong, only first option was correct. Let's move to the next question. You are driving an electric vehicle. When can recuperation inhibit the braking action? I think this recuperation, this term we have already explained during our technical questions during the previous videos, that during the braking this recuperation process help you to not to use all the energy to brake, but itself convert the energy, their term of kinetic energy, to electric energy, and to charge the battery, like a kind of reverse charging, or a kind of charging for the battery. So not all the energy of brake is used for the braking, but some of part is converted to electric energy and used to charge the battery. So this process is called recuperation process. I think this we have already discussed about the recuperation in our previous videos. So when can recuperation inhibit the braking action? So it can affect the braking action. What are those points? When in eco mode? No, eco mode is the best thing for recuperation and the braking action. In eco mode it works perfectly fine. When the battery when driving at less than the battery operating temperature. When you are driving at less than the battery's operating temperature, then there is some issue, let's say, and recuperation can actually inhibit the braking action. Similarly, when the battery is fully charged, again this recuperation action together with the braking action will not work that properly because the battery is already fully charged. You cannot charge it more than that. So these are two options, but ideally recuperation is being developed for the eco mode. So in eco mode it works perfectly fine. Your vehicle brake light is not working. What is the right course of action? So your vehicle brake light is not working. What should you do? I arrange for the brake fluid to be changed. And no, I think this is not the correct option. And normally whenever you are getting some weird sound from the braking system, you think, yeah, maybe oil is old, or like oil has been oil has some problem. It is I put it very like few months back, or like it has been long time. I need to change the brake oil. So maybe there is some impurity in the oil, so in brake fluid. So in that case, whenever you get some weird sound from the brake, then you think that my braking system is not working, but it has nothing to take with the brake light. That brake fluid need to be changed. No, if the brake light is not working, I arrange for a garage to repair the vehicle. Yes, you can go for the inspection of the car, what is the issue, or I attempt to determine the cause and repair the fault myself. That's best. If you can see if there is some wire break or some other issue which you know already, then you can repair it by your own, or arrange an inspection, go to the garage. But it has nothing to take with the brake fluid or brake oil. Our next question is, you are driving within a build-up area during darkness. Oncoming drivers are flashing their headlights as a warning to you. So oncoming drivers are flashing their headlights inside the build-up area. So this we know, whenever some person is flashing headlight inside build-up area on us, that means that he is or she is pointing to some dangerous situation. There is some issue, either our high beam is on, either maybe we have slept for some few seconds, our car is out of our lane. There could be many issues that you can think. So you are driving within a built-up area during darkness and getting some flashing headlights. There could be many issues. My vehicle is dazzling oncoming vehicle. Yes, maybe you have turned on your main beam and forgot to switch it off. It is dazzling the oncoming vehicle. I have forgotten to switch on my dipped headlight. I think this we already know. Whenever you are traveling in a darkness, you need to switch on the dipped headlights, not the main beam, dipped headlights. So if you have forgot to switch on the dipped headlights, in that case, even some driver oncoming vehicle can flash on you and to remind you, hey, switch on the dipped headlights. I should turn on my, no. They will never flash you to ask you to turn on the main beam lights. Never. They will only inform you, flash at you to tell about some problem or some dangerous situation that you could be in. But they will never ask you to switch on the main beam light. Main beam lights you can never switch on in the darkness unless you there is no oncoming traffic. There are some limited scenarios, some special scenarios in which you can switch on the main beam lights, but in normal cases you can never switch on the main beam lights. Even nobody will ask you to switch the main beam lights. The next question is, the indicator lamp of your car's electronic stability program ESC is continuously illuminated. I think this we have already seen. Whenever there is light illumination for the ESC program, what might this indicate? That ESC is switched on. No, ESC is always automatically by default switched on in your car. So it will never give a light or display on your dashboard to tell there is that I am switched on. It is automatically switched on. Yeah, it is only illuminated light on the dashboard when there is some problem with the ESC. Normal behavior, it works, it is switched on by default. If it has been deactivated or if it is defected, only in that case you can see that ESC lamp of your car on your dashboard is illuminated. It is lightened. In normal cases you will never see. If it is working properly, you will never see any light from the ESC program. So that is the last question of our this new video series. What must you check when regularly inspecting your vehicle's tires? So I think this question we already know, also very important for the practical exam of German driving license. That whenever you are going to start your car, you are driving your car, or inspecting your car, which three parameters you should check in your vehicle tire? The tread depth, the air pressure for external damage. I think this we have already seen in detail, and even it is very important for the practical part of your driving license. So this question is correct. So friends, we have completed all the 49 questions which gonna be a part of German driving license theory exam from the 1st of October 2023. If you have any question, any query, any doubt about this video, our previous videos, you can put it in the comment section. You can write us an email on the vansvlogs@gmail.com. Even you can give us your feedback as well. If you have any query, any doubt, feel free to contact. And never forget to subscribe our channel, like our videos, and share with your friends. So friend, this was everything. This video series we started, and 3 videos. It was a quick time. We are done with 3 videos. So I hope if new questions are being added next year in April 2024, we will again cover those questions, and we will also plan to bring some new videos for you specifically for the difficult or hard level questions. But until now, for the moment, this is everything from our side for the theory of German driving license. We wish you all the best for your future, for your German driving license theory preparation or your complete driving license preparation, either it's practical or theoretical. We wish you all the best. Until next video, take care and bye.